On this day in 1987, Celtic won a rare victory at Tannadice to enter their Centenary Year at the top of the league. Dundee United had become something of a bogey team for Celtic in the 1980s, and as they approached their match at Tannadice on the 26th of December 1987, only 2 points ahead of Hearts in a tense title race, it was in the knowledge that they had not won there since October 1984, and the chasing pack, which also included Aberdeen and Rangers, were waiting to pounce on any slip-up. Celtic's chances were not helped by injuries to Pat Bonner, Derek White and Mick McCarthy, who were replaced by Alan McKnight, Anton Rogan and, making his first ever start for the club after his midweek debut as a substitute at Brockville, Lex Bailey. A crowd of over 18,000 braved the Boxing Day cold as Celtic lined up McKnight, Morris, Rogan, Aitken, Bailey, Grant, Miller, McStay, McAvenny, Walker, Stark, Subs, McGee, Burns. Even the most optimistic of fans couldn't have anticipated how well Celtic played in the first half, inspired by the maestro Paul McStay. Chick Young wrote in the Evening Times on the 28th of December 1987, "The midfielder was magnificent again as Celtic defeated Dundee United 2-1 and so laid to rest a Tannadice bogey which dictated they hadn't won there in nearly 4 years. For so long the investiture of the boy who would be king seemed it would never come, but at last McStay, at the ripe old age of 23, is looking like he is ready to juggle the crown jewels." A Boxing Day attendance of 18,458 saw him unveil, particularly in the first half, a virtuoso performance which was the centrepiece of what McNeil reckoned featured Celt's best 45 minutes of the season. Despite McStay's promptings, Celtic's only goal in the first half came from the penalty spot on 36 minutes after Maurice Malpass caught the ball with his arm as he slid in on Joe Miller. Referee Davy Syme, no friend of Celtic, awarded the penalty, although the papers were fairly unanimous that it was a very soft one. Ian Paul wrote in the Glasgow Herald of the 28th of December, "The United man had won the race with Joe Miller for a fast crossfield pass from McAvenny, sliding in to collect the ball 12 yards from his own goal. He may have touched the ball with his hand, but it is hard to believe that it was deliberate." Andy Walker stepped up to blast Celtic ahead from the spot, and Dundee United's mood was not helped by Syme's refusal to give them a penalty just before half-time when the ball hit Roy Aitken on the arm. United reshuffled their forward line in the second half, with Mixu Patalainen replacing Ian Redford and Kevin Gallagher swapping wings with Ian Ferguson. They came more into the game in the second half, especially after Peter Grant had to come off with ankle ligament damage, and Ferguson equalised on 64 minutes. Ian Paul reported, "That seemed to have guaranteed them the continuation of a remarkable record, not having lost to Celtic at Tannadice since October 1984. But Joe Miller destroyed that hope when he dived in spectacularly to head in a Morris cross a minute from the end." Miller's goal guaranteed Celtic would start the new year at the top of the table, and they were now developing a habit of scoring vital late goals. Billy McNeil told the Daily Record of the 28th of December 1987, "It was terrific to come back and win the game when a lot of people were writing us off. That's twice in recent weeks we have come up with something important late in a match. We did the same against Hearts after they had been 2 up. It was good to come to Tannadice and win for a change with young players like Alan McKnight and Lex Bailey in the team. The experience will do them a power of good." Celtic's Boxing Day win at Tannadice smashed a hoodoo and added to the inexorable momentum they were building as they took a vital step closer to a memorable centenary double.